Hello everybody, welcome back to another Photoshop CS6 tutorial. I'm your host Buddy Blackford, and today we're going to learn how to create a layer from a selection. And this is pretty helpful because you can use the contents of one layer to and apply it to another layer to essentially combine the layers in a sense there. So what I'm going to show you now starts out by creating something such as like text or something like that, or anything that you can use that has transparency in it that we can use to select. So go ahead and we can turn our background off so we can see that there is transparency within my text here. So I'm just going to turn it back on. And what we're going to do is use a technique from the last tutorial about creating a selection from a layer and apply that to this tutorial. So we're going to create a selection from this layer by holding Control and clicking on the thumbnail. And now our text is now selected, and you can see that here that selected around is transparency also. Now what I want to do is I imported this picture here of a color scheme, and you can see what it's going to do now. It's going to take this selection here and cut out the parts that are selected. Actually, it's going to keep those parts and delete everything else. It's actually not going to delete it, it's actually going to make a new layer, and that way it can be these certain colors that I have on here now. So when you have your text selected, click on the layer that you want to have it cut out of, which is, for me, the color scheme layer. Then you're going to use the hotkey Control J, and it makes a copy, and it's going to put it right above the your active layer. So Control J. Now if I want to turn off all my other layers, just hold down Alt and click on the actual layer that we want to see, which for me is called Layer 2. And now you can see that this layer now has the colors from the color scheme layer. Now if I go look at the color scheme layer real quick, you can see that nothing's been cut out and it's been preserved as the same image, and same thing with the select me text. So that's how you use the colors or the selection to create a new layer. Now you can also do this in other ways by using like selections like that. So let's turn off this layer, and then we'll bring up the color scheme layer again. And I'm going to go over here to the pen tool here and click on it. And what I'm going to do is just draw out a selection for us real quick. The pen tool is able to make selections. So click on it and just drag to make some lines that will make us a selection or something like that. There we go. And click on this selection button up here in the pen tool options where it says make, and then click selection and then hit OK. And now we have a new selection that's been made. Now all we have to do is make sure we're on color scheme for our active layer, and then Control J hotkey, and now we have created this little boomerang looking thingy here. So that's how another way you can use it. You can use your square selection tools, or rectangular. You can use your lasso to draw out your own selection if you wanted to, and all that kind of stuff. Now you can make a quick copy of an entire layer if you wanted to by using the move tool, and we can use the move tool to just like drag out another copy. For example, this is how it works, and it created a whole nother copy, but I want to just add some more stuff to it. So I want to have this select me over here, and I'm going to just merge these two layers together by having them both selected, right clicking and clicking on merge layers. So now we know we have two different things now combined into this one layer. So if you have the move tool selected and you hold down Alt and you drag out, it's going to copy everything that you had in that layer just like that. Now this is a quicker way than going through and selecting everything and then trying to make another copy out of it that way. So that's how moving that out. It's just like a little quick tip that I'm throwing in there. Another way to do this is to select a layer and then hit Control and then J to move the layer. Now my favorite thing, the hotkey Control J isn't really my favorite thing because I can barely reach over there with one hand, so I have to use two hands, and I don't really like switching to two hands when I'm working. So I like the holding Alt and moving the move tool a lot better than that. So that's my tutorial on creating a layer from a selection, and I added some bonus stuff in there for you. So hopefully you guys can use this information on your upcoming projects or anything like that. So thanks for watching this one. Thanks for watching the series up till now if you have, and if you're just jumping in now just to check out this tutorial, thanks for even checking me out. So have a good one, everybody. Subscribe for more. See you later.